very shortly, guys.
No worries, Uncle John. I just set up the new audio. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for your patience and waiting around and all those other stories. Thank you very much. I am going to switch over to Explain 11 as soon as this thing kicks in. There we go. There we go. Good morning. We are. Right. So I need to get the names of these airports correctly before I talk nonsense. Where did we save this? Right, so we are currently in Managua at Sandino International Airport, and we're going to fly to Toncontin. So, I will read through the rest of the messages just now. I see there are a couple of guys that says morning. I'll get to you just now, guys. Um, one of the things Akan asked me, because he's the big spirit behind this flight, is he wants a challenge, and I was sitting thinking, and the best idea I could come up in the late hours of last night was let's fly to Toncontin. Jorge, my old friend from the Zibo team, spoke about it many times. He's flown in there many times. And you know what? I can't recall that I ever flew in here. I loaded the scenery. This is obviously the Potch airport. It's not the same, not Toncontin. We got the scenery loaded way back in the day, and we never actually did it. We never. I cannot recall flying into Toncontin, so this is going to be a first for me. Apparently, it is difficult. Apparently, there are tricks to it. So we're going to take it step by step, figure it out, and see what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. Um, taking all kinds of things into account. So we're gonna um, we're going to have, yeah, to think on our feet, I think. All right, so I've got Hakan with me. Good morning, Hakan.
Good morning, Nico.
I hope you're ready for this challenge.
I am ready, sir, waiting for you on the gate.
All right, I will connect just now because I need to go through the whole story. I had a discussion with another Zibo user last night, and he was telling me what he likes about my streams and what he wants to see more of. And one of the things he mentioned was the whole flight planning process and things to go through. So, Akan, you're going to have to wait maybe 5 minutes longer. I just want to take it step by step again. I'm not going to use it as a complete tutorial. So don't worry about that. But I just want to
No,
mention a couple of things and put it on screen, so the guys can
no,
follow with.
no problem, sir. I am learning step by step.
Okay.
And also, my gate number is number 6.
All right, I'm on number 7, so that's perfect. Guys, what you see here currently, this is the absolute explain default scenery for Mike November, Mike Golf. So I was very impressed with it to the point where I didn't even bother to load any add-on scenery for this airport. There is add-on scenery available from the org. You can go grab it if you want to, but I'm very happy and satisfied with what I see here. I've also decided to take a early morning sunrise flight to get some bit of lights and things showing for you guys. In a real time, it's pitch dark black there. It's very much in the middle of the night, so we just move the time along a little bit. So, Joe, the next guy, let me just greet you. Good morning, Joe. Welcome.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And then Uncle John, as always, he is here faithfully in his spot as the first officer in this flight. So, Uncle John, keep your eyes open. If I make a mistake, shout early, please.
Will do, boss.
Okay. All right. Then let's quickly greet everybody else. I see Ryan is there. Good morning, Ryan. British Airways 5631. I'll just call you BA from now on. BA, good morning. Um, Ora, good morning. Welcome. Nice to have you with us again. And who else do I see there? That's about it. If I missed anybody, apologies. Um, but welcome, guys. We're gonna just enjoy the time together, I'm sure. So, without wasting any more time, let us quickly go to our planning tool, and we are going to use some Toolkit Pro. I've just connected to my explain, so we're going to start from the beginning. I want to also check if SimToolkit Pro and Active Sky are sharing the same meter, because yesterday they were out like within an hour. So we need to make sure we've got 800 Zulu over there. Is that now the right thing? Oh, come on. MNMG. Runway 10. And we've got 500 Zulu. So that's a little bit out. Let's go check. Wonder why it's so far out. Hey Chris, awesome. Alright, I'll show you on the map just now. I'll show you. We are in Managua, somewhere South America, Central America side. So I'll show you just now. I just want to get the correct meters, because this is way out, and I do not understand why this is so far out. I'll ask Dan when I see him again, because this is weird. So 800 Zulu, we had the wind at 100 at 8, which is exactly the same wind, so we're not worried about that. And then we have altimeter 1010, which is slightly different. It still means runway 10 is going to be active. The next one we're going to take is TG. Alright, well, according to that one, MHTG.
That's going to be interesting if it is.
Yeah, MHTG, man. Well, it's showing currently at 8:15 Zulu on this meter, absolute zero wind, absolute zero wind. And
Okay.
that's like 2 knots as well. If it increases, Uncle John, it's going to be crazy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But for now, Hakan, what runway do you want to use on the arrival?
0. Let me check just a second. I will tell you in a second.
Okay. While he's looking, let's quickly look at the map.
It seems that according to my wind calculation, runway 02 is available for landing with Arnau RNP runway.
All right.
North.
Okay. All right. Right. Okay. I see you are online already. Guys, so there we are. That's the map. That is where we're going to and from. That's where we are, where the mouse is. So it's right there in Central America, and we're going to fly uphill, so to speak. We're going to go that side. So let's look at our flight planning stage. In fact, before we do that, let's go to our charts. I've already pasted the information in here that I got from Arkan, so we need to just get this going better. And you say the departure runway, we're going to use runway 10.
Yes, sir. Right.
Okay, runway 10 it is. Then we have that beautiful departure over there. Let's just save our airport as well.
You haven't spawned to Mike November, Mike Golf yet, have you?
I am there. This is what we're looking at on screen, Uncle John. I'm just not live, so that's why you can't see Arkan yet.
No, we can see Arkham, but we can't see you yet.
No, how's that possible? How can you see Arkan? Are you watching a stream of his?
No, I'm watching STKP.
Okay, no, but that means that he's online, and I don't know why you can't see me. I really can't tell you.
I'll close it down and reopen it then.
Yeah. All right. So our arrival. Isn't really an arrival, yeah. Definitely not that
Yeah.
one. Definitely not that one. Right,
You
so it
need
said
to
direct
choose.
to. Mm-hmm.
You need to choose approaches, sir.
I'm with
North
you. I'm with you. I'm with you. So we're gonna use RNAV runway 2.
and north.
I don't see that. Hold on.
Melvo. Melvo.
Got it. I've got MELVO. And you said runway 2. 02.
Right.
Correct. I've got RNAV on runway 02, MELVO transition. I've got that. That's perfect then. Okay. We don't want to change it. We want to view it, man. Interesting.
By the way, Nico, what time exactly is it on your simulator right now? You have chosen day, I mean morning lights.
558,
So could
Darkan.
you? Okay.
The only thing that is scaring me right now is I cannot see my mouse on my X-Plane simulator at all. Just cannot see it. It's not available.
I
What?
see your mouse moving on.
Click into the simulator, it dies.
If you need some information related to ISA deviation and runway slope calculator, I can tell you it is already.
I've got everything. I need to close my X-Plane and seem to restart it. I don't have a mouse in X-Plane. It's working on the outside. You guys can see there's the mouse, but I cannot use it at all.
Strange, because we can see it working.
Yeah, but that's not in the sim, Uncle John. The moment I click into the sim, the mouse disappears. So that's why I'm restarting X-Plane now. I hope it works now. All right, next. Let's have a look. There is that awesome
come on.
approach. What?
It is raining here like cats and dogs, sir.
I don't know.
Excellent.
I see on my screen it's coming closer, but it's not there yet. In fact, I need to respawn. Hold on. I'm really going to scream. I don't have a mouse in X-Plane. The moment I go into X-Plane, my mouse is gone. There it is. Everybody can see it. It's there. The moment I put it on X-Plane, the moment I click into X-Plane, it's gone. It's just gone.
How about if you shut this program down? That
No, that
telegraph.
don't think it's going to make any difference, but we can try it. Let's kill it. Let's see. There we go. There's the mouse. Joe, how did you know that?
Because
I
he's
know
clever.
Thank you.
Look, I'm not lying. I believe you are clever. I'm not laughing because I don't think you're clever. I think you're very clever. I mean, that for the life of me, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Clever and generous.
He's a good guy. Joe is a good guy. I need to listen to him more. So let's go
Bass,
there.
just a reminder, this is a Zibo flight.
That's a beautiful picture.
Thank you. All right, so we're back. Oh, this was stressing me out. Let's get back into this guy. Guys, we wanted a challenge, so we're going to take whatever is thrown at us.
Challenge is good, sir. Challenge is always good with this talk.
Yeah.
because that's the required procedure to make sure that everything gets loaded correctly.
Yep.
Until such time as Zibo goes gold and tells you don't need to do that anymore, that's the normal procedure. You go into your Cessna, everything gets loaded correctly, then you load the Zibo 738.
We're still using 2K, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, you can use the 4K. There's no problem with the 4K.
Okay, great.
Anyone having issues with the Zibo at all, highly recommend you get Nico's installation guide, follow it through to the letter, and you won't have any problems.
The moment I start Sim Toolkit Pro, I lose my mouse. It's gone. Again. There it is. You can see it. Look there on the screen.
Well, I did find it strange because you said that you'd spawned into STKP, but you haven't. Arkin is there, but you weren't.
Looks like my STKP is broken.
Looks that way. Maybe it's a complete delete and download fresh copy, install.
It's weird, Uncle John, because it was working perfectly yesterday. Let's quickly
Very
do this.
strange.
Let's quickly do this. All right. I want to show you. Do you see the mouse there on screen? There, it's showing you. It's in Explain. It's there. The moment I capture it. So this seems to be an OBS issue. The moment I capture it, I lose my mouse in Explain. I only have the mouse in the window that is captured. Okay, so this is not an STKP.
Even though we can see it,
Yeah, I can't see it.
but you can't. We appreciate that.
Can you
Okay.
move that to another screen?
It is on another screen, Joe. It's on my third screen. The trick seems to be the moment I capture it, it only captures the mouse in it. If you understand what I mean. It captures the mouse in the application that's being captured by the broadcast software. Ooh, that's not nice. But anyway, okay, that doesn't matter. We don't care. At least we now know what the workaround is. So let's quickly get going with this one. Alright, so we've got the airport. It's just for intersect. Look at this. Airport elevation is 194 feet in Managua. Airport elevation is 3,307 at Toncontin. Alright, okay, so that's not the big issue. Right. Another thing, guys, while we are on this page, if you guys go to your world map, is your world map also not showing? Or am I now the only one that has this problem? Very interesting. Highly entertaining when you have the patience for it, but we're going to skip that now. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this flight. Export, throw it into the Zibo folder there, into our FMS output folder, actually, in Explain, so Zibo can read it. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't copy it to memory. Chris, if that's what you got to do, do it. I'll fiddle with Navigraph, because even in the normal Navigraph desktop, it doesn't show me the map. I've forced around with it many times, and that's why I started asking you guys now, because I don't know.
Anybody requiring Nico's installation guide? I've just put the link in.
It won't show the link, Uncle John. I'll have to put the link. For some reason, it doesn't show links. I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. Morning, Shui.
Morning, Nico.
I'm going to fly southwest this morning. Why not? 0. Call ourselves southwest. I don't know who operates in this area. I'm not going to worry about it. 0. Right. Advanced. So runway 10 and runway 02. Alternate will leave. For SimBrief to calculate for us, I'm going to take a CI of 20. Cruise level can be automatic weights. Let's generate this plan. Yeah, I'll probably have to re-download STKP and just reinstall it as if that's going to sort out that map thing. But then it shouldn't interfere with the desktop charts. I don't know. We'll work it out. And that is what that RNAV arrival is going to look like. Okay, it says 240. What's your flight level, Hakan? 240.
240, sir.
Okay.
That might be a good point, Nico. There's been an update you told me earlier for Windows. Maybe that's messed it up.
Good point, good point, good point.
Windows has a lot to answer for at times.
All right, well, I feel much better now that I've got something to work with. So I'm going to kill STKP so I can get my mouse back. There is probably a setting somewhere that OBS changed that I need to go and find to prevent it from capturing the mouse as badly as it does. We'll have to investigate that now as well. Anyway, let's not ponder on that.
Are you online, Nico?
Negative. I shall go online just now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
That terminal reminds me of Knock.
Yeah, Knock's got just a little bit more glass, but I mean that has got a lot of glass, this one. Right, Akan, I'm online, so
I see you.
right, and there you are. Oh, you're flying Ryanair in this strange valley. That's good.
Yeah.
They get everywhere.
This is quite a nice airport.
For a stock airport, it's really not bad.
Nico, my new Zibo mod is a little bit slow graphically. Is there any changing in log? I mean,
No.
not in log.
Are you talking about the FMC or the general mod?
I mean, did they improve the graphics in new release?
It actually appears so. To be quite honest, it does appear so. I've got much sharper images right now than I used to have, and I'm flying the 2K mod, so it's very possible.
We
I
noticed that yesterday, right?
yeah,
I commented on that.
yeah, definitely. Chris, no. It's just over 3,000 feet at the arrival, and it's 159 feet or something here where we are right now, so it's not very high. Ryan, there's no reason it should not. Yep, Chris, that's for sure. Lots of high ground to deal with, to take into consideration. Ryan, you should really start using my checklist to teach yourself all these things. Pull back on the throttle, make sure that your trim is in the green band, make sure that your speed brake is down, and also make sure that you've got the correct flap setting for the place where you are right now. So all these things you need to take into consideration. MNMG, and the next one MHTG. Right, guys, I want to mention something to you. It's come up a few times on the forum, it's come up on Facebook. I haven't seen it on the Zibo Discord yet, but I don't spend much time there, you know, unless I'm summoned. So, in other words, I mean, I don't do much support on there. Every now and then I'll read through some of the stuff, and then I'll do support on the Discord as well. But the guys complain that since a few updates ago, they are unable to edit their flights, and specifically I think it's in the legs page. Now we've done the test, we've run it, I did ask Zibo, he has not responded, so usually when he doesn't respond to me, it really means it's not my problem. So what happens is, if you start clicking here now, it's not going to take this corresponding line item. It's going to skip one or two, and then it's going to take that one. The reason is very simple. If you do not activate your plan, and if that light comes on, the execute button, and you don't press it, then you are literally playing with hot air. It means nothing. Until such time as you've activated your plan or you've executed your page, it's literally just a figment of your imagination, anything that you see there. So please don't do things like that. You need to make sure that you activate, and I'm just filling in the last blank here. You need to activate your plan and you need to execute. Every single time that light comes on, you do not move off the page until you've clicked execute. If you do not do that, I guarantee you will not remember to come back to execute it. You will not remember to activate it. And if by mixing up the line select keys is one indication that you are not following proper bowing protocols, then let it be so. You need to understand there's a right way and a wrong way of doing things. We've moved past the flight simmers idea of what this aircraft is. It's gone into a real scenario where you've got to follow real procedures. And that's just one way of hinting to you that you're doing it wrong. So please, when it says activate, activate. When it says execute, please execute. Or you will have issues. If you follow me, and you can go back to any one of my videos, I never have issues because I simply follow the correct procedures. And that's also one of the things I try with repeated videos and repeatedly showing you, repeatedly showing you that you guys need to pick up on. Please, please, please. Alright, next thing we want to check is our departure. That seems fine. Right, we're not taking any of the stars, we are simply taking the approach with the transition. That should be fine, so let's go and test that. And before we go further, let's start loading the backs. Guys, I hope it makes sense the way I try and explain it to you. Yeah, memory is a factor, people forget. It doesn't matter how good you think you are, there comes a time that a fly comes and sits next to you and you swat it and you look up and you can't remember what you did or whatever, people forget. You start thinking about something someone said on Facebook and poof, there it goes. Alright, so I almost did it to myself now. There's our data, let's step through this. Oh, this is going to be a nice approach. If you guys ever want to check the videos, you must go search Toncontin arrivals on YouTube. This is a big challenge. Right. Seems to be good. Right, our zero fuel weight needs to be 61.9. We have 61.9. We have 67.2 and takeoff weight 67.1. That's fine. We included some taxi fuel there, so that's all good.
Nico, let's do pushback simultaneously today.
Okay, Hakan.
I am going to be number 2 already.
Okay, I just want to look at the map quickly just to get my bearings correct so I can set up this pushback.
Sorry, Nico, are you using the altitude climb for iPhone?
Yeah, the latest one, whatever that's called, yes. Why? Why?
I'm just kind of getting it set up. I've just registered for an Omeo account.
Okay, okay, okay. Good spot, Chris. Yeah, it's very similar. Better pushback, pre-plan.
Ground to cockpit. Cannon knowledge.
Okay, Hakan.
Coming through your menu when
I've
you are
set it up.
ready.
Something a little different. The transition altitude's 19,000.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? It's probably all those mountainous areas. I'm not familiar with this area, so this for me is also part of the challenge for me this morning is to learn this new place, new airports, new procedures with them and stuff like that. So it will be interesting to see these mountains in this area then, if that's the transition altitude. Wow. If it's related, we'll see. Trim 6. Wait a bit heavy. Right, let's check the wind here. 091 at 3. Not much of a factor. Right, runway slope, believe it or not, is absolutely 0.0 and the heading is 097. Ryan, you need to go and watch some of my training videos. And while we're on that subject, guys, I think what we need to do is maybe take tomorrow, if it's okay with all of you, and actually just do a complete flight again. You know, just do the whole thing and dissect it step by step. Let me know if that is something that you guys would like to do. If it's not tomorrow, we've got 21 days on lockdown in South Africa. So any one of the next 20 days, this is day 2 now. So any one of the next 19 days apart from from today, from Saturday now. So let me know and then we can do some more training.
For the newbies, that would be excellent.
Yeah.
On that point, any newbies online, once Nico's airborne, no doubt he will put the post in for those that require, and you will require, his installation guide.
Yeah.
One very annoying thing with newbies is they get a problem and they immediately come up and say that there's a problem with the Zibo. Before you ever make out that there's a problem, look, check the forums and see if there's anybody else having the same problem, because the chances are it's local, it's in your setup, you've done something wrong. If you follow Nico's install guide, trust me, there will not be any problems.
Yeah, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. Right, okay. Hakan, I'm about 5 minutes from push.
Okay, I'm calling the truck. Then we are going to count down from 3 to 1 to release parking brake. Okay, sir?
Yeah, in 5 minutes time, yes. So I'm only starting my APU now, Hakan.
Okay, sir.
Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Right, I'm closing my doors. Let's send away the ground handling guys. Right, ground services, better push back, request truck. Okay, I'm requesting my truck.
Ground to cockpit. Tau is driving up.
Okay.
Flight attendants prepare for takeoff, please.
That's the wrong button, sorry guys.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Flight attendants prepare for departure. Cross-check and all call. Thank you.
Plus, it's all about education. You've got to do your studying. Highly recommend, as Nico said, watch his videos. Whenever you're stuck, I guarantee there will be a video that Nico's already created. Check it out.
All doors and hatches
Watch
are
it.
closed.
Watch
Ready
it
to connect.
and learn.
But the other thing is, if we do a newbie training session again, you need to be there. So, you know, make a plan to be there. Hey, awesome, Stefan. Yeah. Good habits, good habits. 24,000 feet on, I'm just filling in my active sky on the cruise level. Let's go to map and track our aircraft.
Good to have you on board again, Stefan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tau connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
Yeah, and please understand, for you and any other newbie, I've been flying the 737-800 since 2006, okay? It's taken many years, many real-world training sessions, many flight sim training sessions to know what I know. It doesn't happen overnight, so don't give up within your first day or two or week or two or month or two. Then you might as well stop right now. Then you're not going to make it. There's a lot to learn.
You've got to learn to walk before you can run.
And read. You need to read a lot, and there's a lot of information available. Anyway, okay, I think I'm ready. Sounds like everybody here is ready. Hakan, how far are you from releasing your brakes?
Okay. 3,
2,
2,
1,
1.
go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Perfect synchronized.
What you pair like? Love
Ryan,
it.
yeah, Ryan, the biggest problem is most people who give tuition expect you to know a certain level of information already. Even I mean, I do not know what your level of understanding and knowledge is. And unless you interact with me on one of the training videos, I'll never understand what to tell you and what not to tell you, because what is insignificantly common knowledge for me might not be for you. And this is where you need to, ooh, look at these guys, they actually stop. You need to tell me, and anybody else listening, you need to tell me, stop. It's not embarrassing, and it's not supposed to be embarrassing. If you don't know, you don't know. And you won't know until somebody tells you. And that's where the trick comes in. There is no such thing as a stupid question. It's only stupid answers. You know, and if I don't know what it is, I'm not going to tell you nonsense. I'll tell you, listen, let's find out. I'll come back to you. You know, but you need to take some responsibility to interact with me, to tell me, listen, Nico, I don't know, I don't understand, because I know it takes guts, but that's what you need to have. You know, if you want to fly this aircraft and you want to learn, ask. Well, we'll teach you the whole story then. We'll have to teach you the whole story. This network refresh is kind of weird, Akan. It looks like you're doing some disco dance there at the back, eh? Morning, Paul. This
Morning,
is
Nico. Morning, everybody.
yeah, this is fun watching it
Operation
this way.
complete. Set parking brake.
I haven't
Morning,
started
Paul.
my engine yet, so I better do that now as well.
The fuel tanker crashed into one of the other vehicles.
Yeah, it's you know, these ground vehicles, you know, good help is scarce to find. Ryan, I agree with you. You're jumping around too much. Choose an aircraft and learn it. Once you've mastered that aircraft, go to the next one. The A350, I mean, it's a totally different beast. Learn this one, then go to the other one. Or go to the other one and stick to it, you know. Don't jump around. Shui, are you not flying with, or was that the purpose of registering with Iveo to actually come fly with?
It's still installing, Nico. I'm
Yeah, it's
gonna
gonna take a
actually
while.
fly offline and
Okay.
catch up.
Yeah, okay. Well, I thought this much, yeah.
Nico, you have an electric warning there.
Akan, if you watch
Yeah,
my
it's okay.
if you watch my setup procedure and you follow it, you'll see that it goes away when you complete the procedure.
Okay, sir.
So,
Nico, just an FYI, we're not getting any interior sounds from your aircraft.
that's weird.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Did you hear the guy speak just now?
Negative.
Because on my desktop audio in OBS, it actually shows me on the equalizer it's running. It tells me it's there.
Can any of the other guys hear it?
Negative.
And now?
Negative.
I've got it fine.
That's weird. It tells me on the equalizer it's there. I'm going to increase it slightly. Let's just quickly have a look.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. And signal on the right. We'll see
Let's
you next time.
establish if
and
it's
have
just
a safe
me
flight.
or there's anybody else.
No, Paul says he can hear it. The other guys on stream says they can hear it. That's very strange. Then everybody should be able to hear
Put your hearing aids in, lads.
it. Then get personal.
Well, I got mine in.
Yeah, you. I don't know. Joe, you got me. As far as I know and can see, it's there.
I thought the other chap said he didn't hear it either.
No, there was one guy who said he can't, and then there's two guys on text that says they can hear it, and then Paul said he can hear it. Hey, Paul?
Affirmative.
Yeah, I'm gonna boost it a little bit. Guys on stream, please tell me if it's too much now, okay? Because I don't want to blast the guys who can hear it. So I've taken it to the yellow band now. I've literally dropped about 8 decibels there.
Ladies and gentlemen, your captain is speaking. Welcome abroad. There is a traffic in front of us, but he doesn't move yet. Unfortunately, we are going too late. Take off for your information. Ryanair 982.
There we go. Come on, let's go.
You're a fruitcake, Arkin.
I love having you on stream, Hakan. It's awesome. Ryan, I don't know if there are any VATSIM controllers. We are flying on Iveo. We're not flying on VATSIM, so I don't know what's happening. Alright, so runway entry procedure. We are not on VATSIM, so again, I don't know what's happening on VATSIM. We are on Iveo. I don't know what they're going to do to you, Ryan. If you don't follow procedures, yes, they will shout at you, but that's why you shouldn't go onto VATSIM if you don't know what you are doing.
Flight attendant Spirit for takeoff, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, the traffic is still waiting in front of us. Please be patient. We are going to take off soon. Ryanair 9.
You've lost it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, seeing as Ryanair 982 or whatever his call sign is now creating a problem for us, we're just going to park right here and make him wait another 5 minutes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, say goodbye to this airport. We are about to take off.
Approaching 10.
Don't you like doing that when you're at an intersection in your car? Somebody hoots at you. You all of a sudden lose the urge to take off quickly. You just crawl over the intersection.
Time is money, sir. Time
On
is money.
runway 10.
Alright, okay. Let's go.
You know, time is money means in the aviation money. This is not really I like
80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
$400.
That's true,
1,000.
Paul, but as we are not on that network, he's going to hear nothing, he's going to see nothing. So Ryan, you can go to any airport with traffic and do that, but in terms of this flight, it's going to help zero.
Waiting 3 minutes for separation.
Very sensible.
This is Ortho.
Negative. I've got auto at the destination, but not yet.
Since traffic was easy last night, unfortunately we couldn't decide the departure and destination very well. Therefore, we couldn't download Ortho for XP. But next time, probably we will download and obtain better vision.
Yeah, I was working kind of late last night, so by the time I got to speak to Arkan, I said to him we'll fly to Toncontin, but we didn't know where, so Arkan found this airport this morning. Good morning, Kevin. Yes, Arkan.
Sorry, Hakan.
Yeah,
He said his name incorrect. Apologize.
Yeah, Hakan, he had your name incorrectly, so he's just apologizing to you.
Who? I didn't get. Who said wrong?
BAW5631. His name is Chris. He called you Arkan.
Ah, I see.
Now he's fixed it. Now he knows you're Hakan.
Ah, okay. I got it right now. Okay, so thank you.
Okay.
Still 1 minute.
Awesome. Can you guys see me on STKP now?
Affirmative. Heading northeast.
Right, well that's where I'm at. That's where I'm still sitting.
I'm just pushing back now.
Awesome. I'm fiddling here with my OBS. It's got here what it calls Windows 7 and up capture, and now they've got a new thing, Windows 10 1903 version and up capture. Alright. I want to see if it takes my... Ah, look at this. That's the issue. That is the setting. Okay. So if I do this, let me show you guys. Anybody else who does streaming, you can learn from this. Let me show you this. That, now you can't see it. Oh man. Just, no, I can't do anything. Now you can't see it. I'll take a screenshot. I can take a screenshot. Okay, so just bear with me. The capture method has changed with the latest update, it seems. You can choose between capturing bit, which is the Windows 7 and up capture method, or you can use the Windows graphic capture, which is Windows 10 1903 and up. The moment you choose the Windows graphic capture, it captures your mouth in the window that is focused, and you cannot see your mouse in your other windows. It takes it away. So in other words, like you guys saw earlier in the video, you can't see the mouse in X-Plane. I've changed it back to Windows 7 capture mode, and voila, it's there. Thank you. That's awesome.
Airborne.
Awesome. So there's the mouse. Let's go to X-Plane, and there's the mouse in X-Plane. Crazy, huh? One little setting like that. Welcome in the air, Hakan.
Thank you, sir.
Ryan, we just need to teach you how to fly this plane properly, then you'll be okay. Yeah, Chris, it was driving me crazy. I mean, that's not what you really want when you do you're streaming. You don't want your mouse to disappear and then you can't do the rest. So anyway, just to recap, it's not a STKP or explain issue. It's just a difference in how the OBS captures now.
Nico, have you published new camera set for the latest version of Zibo?
Yes, I did. It's in the Zibo pilots group.
Okay. Oh, fortunately, I don't stream because I use previous one. It doesn't work properly.
Yeah, it won't. If you look at my screen now, I've actually changed my point of view with a new set to actually be aligned with the HUD as well. So in the previous one, I didn't really bother with it, but in this one, I actually made sure that the heads-up display is also now centered. So you can use this new mod anytime.
Nico, when you get a sec, before you forget, can you post your install guide, please, and for anybody that requires it?
Will do.
Please, please, please follow it through line by line. Don't miss anything out.
Yeah, don't. There was a guy the other day came to me and said, "Oh no, that's the section I skipped. I didn't think it was important." And that was the section that bit him. Please don't skip sections. Every single one of the sections are very important.
Trust me, this is the holy grail of sorting the Zibo out.
I think reading it more than once is important also.
Agreed.
Still version 3.38.
I can keep your button pressed until you finish talking. I missed a last bit. You're talking version 3 point what?
3.38 is available in your X camera preset.
Are you talking in my OneDrive? Let me actually just update it in OneDrive. I don't know if I did. I think I did, but let me just update it.
There's a wealth of information in those vaults. Anybody and everybody is welcome to go there. Particularly look at the Zibo folder.
So let me show you guys. This is what it looks like on my computer. If you go into the description below the video, you will find a link to my personal hangar / OneDrive, and it will take you to this section. In actual fact, it starts here, so you've got V3D, but some explain stuff. Go to the Zibo side of things. All the stuff that I'm able and willing to share with the community for free is in here. So we've got the install guide. We've even got a very old Russian version of the guide. I am unable to find the guy who created the Russian guide. I tried to look for him in my messenger, because we used to speak via messenger, and unable to find him. If you are watching or know who you are, who the guy is, we actually need to update this Russian guide again. So that's option. We've also got Yorkie's Mac OS install guide in there. Thank you, Yorkie, again for that one. I also share this out on the org forum, the Zibo forum. So this is where you literally download it from my OneDrive. So I put it in here, it goes to Microsoft Flies, there you can grab it from there. Then I've got my tablet settings, the checklist, all the other stuff, and this is the camera presets we were talking about. So we go to the Zibo 738. I've just created this folder 340.5, and that is the current views that you guys can see me fly with right now. So it's all there, and you can just go and grab your copy there. Anyway, all the rest of the stuff is there. I'm not sure why this one says it's still updated when it's done. Everything else is there. There's an ISA calculator, a runway slope calculator, and all the other stories.
Trust me, that lot is priceless. Thanks for that, Nico.
Right, let's look at this. We're at 240. We've got 45 nautical miles to prepare. So let's get our STKP up here. Right. What do we need to know? We need to know that our decision altitude is 4429 on the altimeter. So let's go and set that up. I see. So that's our decision altitude. Okay. The required navigational profile is 0.3. This aircraft is capable of flying an ANP, an actual navigational profile of 0.02. Okay, so we should be okay. We know we can do that. Looks like a fairly steepish, but the reason why 3.50 degree slope, that's not too bad. Okay, what I am going to do while we're on that decision altitude, I'm going to set the MCP to that altitude. So we're going to go 4,400. Right, when you're flying LNAV, VNAV, RNP stuff, it's very important that you don't block the descent of the aircraft. So it's advisable to just use your decision height as the altitude you're going to descend to. Don't leave it too high, otherwise the aircraft will stop at the altitude. But on your MCP it will not descend any further. Right, according to the charts, we then also have an approach course of 018. And so we're going to come in at 8,000, 7,000, and then it's just going to go down. I don't see any actual altitude restrictions. But if you fly on the RNP, you're going to have to abide by the rules because of those mountains and things there. You don't want to crash into a mountain and become a statistic, so you have to think what you're doing. Right, for our reference, we're going to input the VOR details. Just for reference sake, it's got no other value. You fly an approach like this, you don't want any ILS information that could potentially interfere, so we're just going to flip over, keep it on some hill or something. So we can run as a reference, almost the top of descent is creeping up nicely. Right, then, let's look at our situation. At KARAK, we will have 3.8 tons of fuel, and at landing 3.5. So there's about a 300 kilogram difference. When we go to the INET reference page, we can drop 365. And set up the flaps 30 landing. The runway length is 6,631 feet, so I'm going to use a older brake 3.
Since we are talented pilots, we can land shorter runways and don't worry.
And we're gonna
There
try.
is border. There is no border.
Yes, we're gonna try. So that's a runway that we've got. That seems to be all done. Then what we want to do is quickly check our automatic water study. 1015. Right. Then what we want to do is go here. Go to destination, forecast, can pick up on these ones and things there, so we've got
Just remember, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, always. Alright, our ISA deviation is 23. And we already said that our altimeter is 1015. Let's just check the speed on there as well. 1015. Right, 1015. Pop it in there, then execute. Progress page that takes care of the FMC and the plannings and all that's busy down there. So all of those things are out of sync, so we'll get there. Ryanair, don't be scared. Ryan, don't be scared. Just land. Just do it as usual. Don't worry about it. It's gonna happen. Just don't overspeed. That's the big thing. If you overspeed, you'll die. And this is a very important thing actually for everybody to note. When you do an RMP approach like this, you have to control your speed very well. If you overspeed, you're not gonna make it. It will not stay within the limits. Hakan?
Yes, sir.
Can you see me on TCAS? I never checked to see if I can actually see you on TCAS. I know it works in Watson, but I'm not sure if TCAS works with...
I can't.
Abhishek. We'll check it out. We'll check it out when we get there.
Question?
Yeah?
When we go over how many miles, as a rule of thumb, how many miles out does the plane have to be fully configured?
Joe, that's an SOP thing, but what we do, I'm trying to think now, it's in my checklist. I actually have it in my checklist. Let me grab the checklist, I'll show it to you. I think I put it in the checklist. Yeah, it's the 753 rule. At 7 nautical miles from your final approach fix, you go flaps 1. At 5 nautical miles, it's flaps 5, gear down. It's gear down, flaps 15. That's the way we say it. So 7 miles, flaps 1. 5 miles, gear down, flaps 15. And at 3 miles from the final approach fix, you need to be fully configured. That's our rule of thumb that we fly with. Where did I put it? I know I put it into one of my documents somewhere.
Not like you, not being able to put your finger on something quickly.
Uncle John, I know. You know what? I'm reading through my checklist and I'll have to put it in here as well. I'll keep a little...
I'll remind you later.
Yes, please. I'll give a little checklist here in the latest version that I'll release of the checklist. Abhishek, if I can get time to do that, we can do that. To install the Copilot is really simple. You just drag and drop it into the plugins. Just make sure your folder structure is correct. It's not that difficult. But if I get chance, I'll try and make a video for you. Not promising anything right now, but if I can, I will.
Loving the scenery.
I suppose I know this is now autos.
Clouds are active sky for anybody that wants to know.
Yeah, active sky performance clouds. You see, now we've had our first deceleration there. That speed bug has dropped, and you would have noticed I put out my speed brake just before that, just to make sure that we grab onto the brake action there properly. It's very, very important. You'll also note there's another deceleration point coming up there. That's what the green dot with decel means. It's going to decelerate even more because we're going below 10,000 now, so and getting closer. So it's going to decelerate more. And then, I'm going to start using flaps probably somewhere in that region, if not really as well. One of those turns will probably start adding flaps just to make sure that we stay within the bounds.
So question?
Yeah.
Does the altitude speed restrictions apply in this part of the world also? It's universal?
If it's given, yes. I did not see any on the chart, if I can describe it this way. On the actual drawing, I did not read the writing bit, because if I enable my STKP now, look there, you can see you've got speed and altitude restrictions all the way down. Now that is usually part of your RNP thing, which is already taken into account in your FMC. So on the actual chart, I didn't see them specified. Oh god, now it looks dirty locking again. This is highly irritating. I'm not even going to do that. I don't know, the last couple of flights, every time you fly halfway, it wants you to relog in. It's highly irritating. So anyway, there it is now depicted in STKP. So you've got flight level and the maximum speed and so on. And that is obviously inside of your FMC already. It should be part of your legs list. You see there they are. There is all the restrictions. They're already into the Zibo. All you need to do is make sure you stay within your speed limits. You don't go and overspeed, because the moment you overspeed, look there, RNP required, that's your required navigational profile, is 0.5. We're currently doing an actual one of 0.4, so we're well within the limit. Now if you increase your speed, ANP is going to exceed RNP, and then you can't fly this approach. We'll never do it.
Gotcha.
Any newbies on board, you keep hearing reference to STKP. The Sim Toolkit Pro, highly recommend. It's like a Swiss Army knife. Everything is in there. Once you've sorted it, anything you need for a flight is in there.
Yep.
Highly recommend.
Abhishek, I presume so. I presume it's Lido.
And it's totally free.
Oh, you know what? No. I'm mixing it up. It's not Lido. This is Jefferson charts. This is Jefferson. We're not using Lido. We're using Jefferson. See, that speed is trying to run away from me, so I need to keep it in check. You have to use your speed brakes. Guys, I need to get my feet on the rudders and seats up and things like that now, so hold your thumbs. I hope we can land here today.
Wrapping, guys.
I'm actually going to use my first flap now to help keep that speed in check.
Active skies on the set at the moment for the next month or so.
Awesome. Thank you, Shui. Look at that RNP, it's come down to 0.30 now. Look at the Zibo, look how cool it's handling at 0.03. It's like spot on. The only reason is when you lose control, Ryan. The Boeing does not lose control, it's only when you lose control that it does things like that. You probably also suffer from letting the flaps down too soon, and then it rips off because it's in an overspeed situation.
Just don't forget, you are the pilot.
Look at this terrain.
1,000 to go.
Alright, and for those of you that are not familiar with it, the Zibo is capable of flying EN approaches, so there you can see the diamonds and everything coming up as if it is an ILS. It's not an ILS, this is an RNP RNAV approach, so it's simulating that via the EN function.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Approaching minimums.
Chris, you won't get the landing rate question in
Minimums.
YouTube. It's only for Twitch at this point in time. See where I'm at, see where the runway is.
So was that the MCP altitude that stopped you there?
Yeah, because I tell you what, and I'm speaking highly under correction here. I think one of the things is we trust the automation too much. At some point in time, we actually had to let go of the automation. That is the big problem that I faced here. I need to refly this and let go of automation sooner. Before I make my final turn, I need to be much lower because the automation is made to keep you safe. If you only rely on that, you're going to go nowhere, it seems. You need to let go of it at some point in time and take control to a visual landing. That's my perception right now.
Yeah, well, I must admit that I'm a little confused about when the MCP altitude stops your descent, and sometimes the plane goes through it.
No, I can't change the charts. There's got to be some hint somewhere. Like I said earlier, I didn't read all the writing on the chart. That's where my drawing comes in. We'll have to ask him a bit later on. But if you recall and remember back when we flew at Paro, still on MCP speed. When we flew at Paro, it did a very similar thing to us. You know, for our own safety, it keeps us high. And there was the same scenario as here. At some point in time, you needed to realize to let go of the automation and take over, otherwise you don't descend. You definitely have to take over earlier. But what the cue is to tell you, listen, idiot, let go now. I don't know. If you fly in the real world, it's going to be ATC. They're probably going to tell you, listen, you are now from, I don't know, Tango Golf Oscar 1-1, you're on your own or something. I don't know. This, my friends, is one thing where I will have to come back to you and tell you, this is what I learned, and this is what has happened.
So how would you fly this approaching weather then? You wouldn't be able to?
No, you wouldn't be able to. No, you wouldn't be able to, unless there's an ILS from the other side and they're going to force you to come in on the other side. I don't see. But interestingly enough, we said we're going to do a challenge today, and as you guys know, this is part of the learning curve. Now we need to go and learn how to do this. Arkan?
Yes, sir, I'm struggling right now.
Okay, you concentrate. Okay, so I'm going to refly it now. I've put in my approach. So we'll refly it shortly. 400, we actually climb a little bit.
Safe landing, Arkan.
Yeah. Our prayers and thoughts are with you, my friend. Good luck. Godspeed. Well, Paul.
Yes.
We're going to have to investigate this, my friend. I think this is worthwhile investigating. And at least now we've seen some shortcomings we need to fill in the blanks with.
Yeah, well, we've said it before that when things don't go smoothly, that's when a lot of the learning happens.
Absolutely.
And one of the great things about you streaming it is that everybody learns with you.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Shame we haven't got Mac on with us this morning. The professor.
Thousand to go.
plate, wasn't the capture altitude 60-something hundred feet?
I can't see because I need to re-log in. Stand by, let's get it. Submission to log into anything international. So just bear with me. I'm not sure, Chris. Honestly, I don't know. Big D, I absolutely do not know. There was an issue with some of my videos that was classified as being for children only, and then YouTube moaned about that. I went and I removed it. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But then they have a problem. We did get a notification that they are short-staffed and that certain things might not work because of this virus issue. So, I don't know. You got me. I look at this approach plate now, just quickly, guys. RNP is that section, and there it changes. You see, it becomes a dotted line. The whole scenario changes. So that's your transition point where you need to take over TG011. It seems.
1,000 feet, stabilize, missile approach altitude set.
Tank rate. Pull up.
Got that. Go round, Arkan.
Yeah, just take some practice. Alright, well, I've taken over from the automation because of me not concentrating and actually looking at the chart.
Nico, we couldn't land.
Alright, well, it was your idea to have this challenge, Hakan, so thank you for that. We are going to practice until we get it right now. I think I've got the airport there, so we're getting close, guys. We're really getting close. Okay, we are landing configuration, landing
Newbies, this is not the airport that you really need to be practicing with. You need to get other airports under your belt first.
Thank you, Uncle John. Thank you for that. Because look at this hill here, right in front of me.
There are points in the real world that you're looking for.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Where is this freaking runway? Did I go past it now? Yeah, I did. There it is. Cowboy turns, guys. Cowboy turns. Past it.
Caution.
Pull up, pull up, pull up. Fly, fly, fly.
100.
Oh my God, there's
50, 40, 30.
Caution. Taxiway. Caution. Taxiway. Unstable. Unstable.
Unstable, you can say that bloody again.
2,000 feet remaining.
Ooh, we're gonna stop at the pub again, guys.
The drinks are on you.
Yeah, we're gonna stop at the pub. I already did one go around. It was time for fun. It was time for fun.
Oh, you're in the bar then?
Oh yeah, but I'm not even going to the bar. I'm going to the wholesaler this time.
In other words, it's practice.
Yeah. Guys, this is just for entertainment. Don't try this in the real world, please, guys.
Incredible. Really tough.
Okay, I think this is one of those approaches that we need to save a situation, and we need to challenge all the guys to come and fly this. I want to see this on video. I want to see how many guys get it right the first time. This is my first attempt, or second attempt if you count the go around. Hakan?
Yes, sir. I am in trouble. Please. I don't want to talk.
Okay, all right. Concentrate.
Like you, Nico, he was embarrassed, so he just cut the stream.
Oh goodness gracious me!
No, joking set aside, what we really need, in all honesty, is a very good friend of ours who actually flew this route, and he would show us an example of how to get in.
I'm definitely going to practice this again. Yeah, don't try this at home.
I'm going to isolate myself.
Until you get it right. Where are you still online? I don't see you, Hakan.
He escaped while he could.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to watch somebody else land here now, but anyway.
After a very long time, I couldn't land. This is really.
I watched the mess.
Really sad. Really sad.
Okay.
They're tidying all the debris up as we speak.
Okay, alright. Well, I've created a lot of work for chiropractors and all kinds of other doctors now. I think I'll have to do an insurance claim on this aircraft. I don't think it's reusable. So, this is crazy, man. This is crazy.
What kind of brilliant idea decided to put that airport?
I don't know, Hakan, but whoever it was, let's check this. Whoever it was, he had a very sick sense of humor. I completely overshot it. Next time I'll use that heel a bit more. Okay.
Another classic example of go around
Yeah,
again.
Sure, I did the first time, but this was, like I said, for entertainment purposes. If you go to YouTube and you watch that last turn of mine coming in from there. You must go check the real aircraft do that same turn. It is freaky. It's freaky.
I put a video up on general chat of American Airlines making a landing there.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
that.
useful.
Look at that. And it was almost on the bars. But look also at this. I'm just going to pause it there. On a normal runway, you have your touchdown zone is the first couple of 1,000 feet almost, okay? And then there's nothing. Then you've got the middle of the runway. Look at this one. It never stops. So your touchdown zone from both sides actually touch each other. How crazy is that?
Nico,
Mm.
last night I suppose that we were planning to land in a difficult runway, but
Yes.
this is more than difficult. This is so tough one. Okay, this is even incredible. You can't land.
How can the real world guys do? I just want to quickly grab this video that Joe has given us. Let's watch this video together. Actually,
But in real world maybe we can. But this is simulator much more difficult than the real world.
who knows?
There is no view. There is no feeling.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I know what you're saying. It is difficult.
of course.
I actually watched the stream with landing on this runway, and he did it perfectly. Perfect. And he had wind as well coming out of the left-hand side.
You can land, but you can't take off. It's a kind of...
Well, gentlemen, my honest opinion is that I just want to answer some of the guys here on stream. Hold on. Yes, I should have used auto brake. Yes, I shouldn't have overshot the turn. Yes, I should have gone around. There are so many things that I did wrong. It is scary. Okay, but that's part of the challenge now. That's part of going back to the drawing board, learning how to do it properly. I'm very definitely going to contact one of the real world pilots in my friends group, and we're going to discuss this, and I'm going to practice this, and we're going to, try it again.
And tell him, please land this aircraft instead of us.
Well, we're going to have to practice to land it, Hakan.
No, I am not going to join you, sir.
Oh, yes, you are.
For this airport.
Oh, yes, you are.
For next, we need to try category 3 landing, actually. So, in order to increase our mood.
Uh-huh. You want the
Hakan,
easy
you
one next.
created this monster.
Well,
Arkin, you're not a quitter.
No, you're not. All right, well, gentlemen, yeah, I think it's back to the drawing board now. Well, anybody, Leroy, anybody who wants to join us, please follow the links below the video. The Discord link is there. Come talk to us. Let's do it. I mean, I don't guarantee I'm going to do it later again this very same day, but I think this is a worthwhile flight to now go and practice and then come back at least for a stream. And I mean, yes, come fly with us. We need to get this under the belt. If anybody wants to join us, just follow the links. I almost had it.
I'm going to bed. I'm in depression today. So
He's gonna go.
Hakan?
So
yeah.
maybe
if I was not overspeeding, because I definitely was overspeeding, okay? If I wasn't overspeeding at landing, I could have had it, but I was going too fast. If memory serves me right, more than 160 knots. I was definitely overspeeding. So, Hakan, we've got an old saying,
Sir.
I think you've heard it before. If the horse throws you off, you get back on and you try again. You don't go and get in bed for depression, man.
then let make an agreement with you. When I say difficult, that means difficult. Okay, sir.
Not impossible.
Yeah, not impossible.
Okay, all right. There's a difference, guys. Apparently, the difficult and impossible are two different things.
Yes.
Nico, were you overweight just out of interest?
I was fully loaded, almost fully loaded. But
Well,
in terms of the fuel was correctly. I was overspeeding. My VREF was like, I think, 15 knots slower than when I was where I was at the touchdown there. So, that could all account for the problem, because I got it down, but I couldn't stop. I mean, that was.
let's try less weight next time until we get it right.
I suppose one of the first questions is the route to actually stop with the landing performance calculator.
Yeah, we didn't use any landing performance calculation of any sort, so we don't know, what the limits are.
By the way, this was my first try in this suit and in this airport, and last one, of course.
The last one, no, man. No.
Before do this, guys, you need to try in real simulator before landing. At least there is a feeling there.
We'll see.
Okay,
Abhishek.
first I'm lucky.
Yeah, Abhishek, I don't know if I've got the energy to actually fly it right now again. I need to finish my breakfast or brunch, whatever you want to call it. Lunch. Phew, it's lunch already. Just want to eat something. Let's give it an hour or so. And then, guys, if you want to fly with us, come to Discord. Come talk to us on Discord. And let's see what we can do. See if we can figure this one out.
Nico, let's tell me a time we can fly again, but I will try with Airbus.
No.
Arkan, no.
You need
Why?
to use the Zibo, because that's what we fly here, man. We fly the Zibo.
But I'm much more talented than using
yeah.
Zibo Mod in Airbus. So maybe I can achieve with Air.
I'm disappointed, Arkan.
Okay, I am going to. If you are disappointed, I will fly with Zibo Mod, sir. You don't need to be in trouble then.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
Anybody can join us. Okay, come to Discord, come talk to us. We'll do it together. I was not planning on streaming it. Okay, I think let's reevaluate it when we all talk together. We might stream it, we might not stream it. But come talk to us on Discord. Let's see what we can do.
Please.
By the way, the C-172 doesn't count.
Yeah, you can't do it in a C-172. It has to be a 738. Just
Go,
landed too
please.
deep.
Please tell us what time we are going to fly from the departure.
Arkan, 1 hour. 1 hour.
In
1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
we'll redo this, and then what we'll do is we will stream it again. All right, I've just made up my mind after all the unable to make up my mind stories. I'll stream it again, guys. 1 hour. We'll redo this flight.
Okay, if I cook pasta, it will take 15 minutes. If I eat in other 15 minutes, okay, 30 minutes, then okay, it's okay.
11 Zulu.
Okay, I'm not in front of computer for a while. I need to eat something.
That's fine. I'm gonna finish my lunch. Everybody go relax, come back supercharged, and then we all tackle it together. And those of you that don't fly online, who don't want yourself broadcasted, it's fine. Don't worry. Just fly it offline with us. I think this is one hell of a challenge. What I am going to do is
you need to stream this, sir, as a
yeah.
version 2. Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll do. We'll do.
Don't don't delete this video and create version 2. We will see what will happen. We
Okay.
need to read some chart before.
Yes. What we're going to do is we're going to stream again. So Abhishek, you can come and chat here again on the chat, or you can join us on Discord. The Discord link is below the video in the description. Just join Discord, come talk to us, come join us. Let's make it a big fun thing, and then I'll promote it a little bit as well, and we'll restream it. All right. I've finally made up my mind, guys. Sorry for the indecision. We'll restream it. As many guys as possible, we're going to get on here. I think the majority of people are flying on VATSIM, so we might do this on VATSIM rather than IVEO. Okay, Hakan? Let's do this on
Okay.
VATSIM, because then we've got more
Okay.
people that can fly with.
Okay, sir.
Abhishek, hold a second for me. There's a two-step process that you need to get through on Discord, so let me see. Abhishek, you need to type in the question mark and the word agree. Read the second last line. It says question mark agree. Anybody else who wants to join us, please read the instructions. It's a question mark agree. That will get you through to step 2. I will then assign you the rest of your rights. All right, so there you go. Abhishek, I see you've come through. I'll give you your rights now. Leroy and Commander Green Viper, please just question mark agree. You'll get in. I'll give you your new rights. Then we're going to do this as a massive group flight later on, and we'll change it to VATSIM, and we're going to broadcast it again. So those are the stories. Then we'll talk through it. I will get my TopCat calculator, and we're going to work out the weights properly. Okay, so thank you guys. I will assign your rights just now. I'm going to stop the stream.
By the way, there is another rule you need to obey.
Yeah.
There is no go around. Okay, there is no go around. If you didn't land at first, you can't go around. I think you have to land in the first time.
Hakan, that's a cruel rule, because
Yeah,
even
I
I had
know.
to go around. Let the guys, maybe we'll allow one go around, because if they want to try again, they can try again. All right.
If you land without go around,
Yes.
$10 I'm going to donate. Okay.
To who? To
if
the
you
SPCA, to the animals.
if you
Yeah, let's not get money
land,
involved, Hakan. Let's not get money involved. That's a
yeah,
good gesture.
just
Yeah.
kidding, sir.
All right.
So
All right.
I'm not saying.
Yeah.
You can
Now,
go.
See,
Nobody's going to get a chance to eat.
yeah, I'm gonna eat just now. Hold a second.
it's
Huh?
it's a kind of bag for you. Bag.
Might not be a bad idea to donate to Zibo.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
To say thank you
excellent
to
idea.
Zibo. Yeah.
Excellent idea.
All right, guys. All right. Let me just read this last thing. I got interrupted now. All right. I think let's allow one go around, Leroy, like I said, because even I had to do a go around. So we'll allow one go around, and then we try again, and then we see who makes it and who does not make it. So we'll check you guys later.
Just before you go, Nico, could we
Yeah.
have the runways?
The runways. Okay. We land on runway 02.
Thank you.
All right, guys, what I will do in the description below the video, I will put my full routing for you instead of just the ATC flight plan. So you'll see the departure airport, the runway we use. We'll include the SID and the star. There is no star, but there's an approach and stuff. So just come back in a few minutes. You'll see in the description below this video exactly what it is. And then when I schedule the next video, I'll include it there as well. So below the video in the description, you'll get the details. And then once we go online, we're going to discuss the weights and the passenger numbers and things like that, so we don't get an overloading situation like I had here as well and things like that. Okay, so we'll do a good briefing for everybody.
Fabulous.
All right, see you guys later.
I made it, Nico, but I need a new pair of underpants.
Well, that's good. At least you made it. That's fine. Paul, we'll talk to you guys later.
Excellent. Speak soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Guys.